Hello, this is Miss Terena, and today I'm going to read a very silly story called Mrs. McNosh Hangs Up Her Wash. And on the cover, you see a woman with bright red hair standing in front of a clothesline. A clothesline is a long string that is hung up outside, and you can hang your clothes up on it to dry in the sunshine. And she is standing in front of a bunch of laundry, fresh laundry. But Mrs. McNosh does some pretty silly things with her clothesline. And I'm going to read this story to you. Mrs. McNosh Hangs Up Her Wash by Sara Weeks. Pictures by Nadine, Bernard, Westcott. Okay. Each Monday at dawn, Mrs. Nellie McNosh brings out a barrel and does a big wash. Nellie McNosh, there she is, standing outside. She has a bright pink dress and a white apron, and she brought out a big barrel to wash her clothes by hand. She's not using a washing machine. She's washing them by hand with water and soap and a green washboard. That's a big piece of wood kind of thing that you rub your clothes against to wash them instead of using a washing machine. So she's doing her laundry. It takes her all morning, and when the sun's high, she hangs what she's washed on the clothesline to dry. She hangs up the dresses, she hangs up the shirts, she hangs up the underwear, nightgown, and skirts. Here's all her fresh, clean laundry. She's washed it all with soap and water and hung up her dress and some shirts and nightgown and underwear. A whole bunch of fresh, clean clothes to dry in the sun. She hangs up the stockings. She hangs up the shoes. She wrings out the newspaper and hangs up the news. Wait. She what? She hangs up her stockings and tights and shoes. Okay, and then she grabs a newspaper, washes it, and hangs it up to dry. People don't usually wash newspapers. She hangs up the dog and his dish and his bone. She gets a wrong number and hangs up her phone. Oh, no. The newspaper. There's the dog wearing a striped orange sweater hung up now. His dish and his bone. There's a yellow bird on the clothesline laughing and hangs up the phone. She hangs up the telephone on the clothesline. She hangs up a hat and an old wedding gown and two sleepy bats, which she hangs upside down. Oh, okay, a hat and her old wedding gown, this big, beautiful, fancy white gown, and two bats that she hangs up on the clothesline. Bats, the animal, those, they have wings and they come out at night. They like to sleep upside down, so it's very nice that she hung them up on her clothesline upside down. She hangs up a lamp and a large Christmas wreath and Grandpa McNosh's removable teeth. Ew. There's the bat, happily sleeping. And here's the lamp with a green shade on the lamp. Here's a big Christmas wreath, big round Christmas wreath, like what people hang on their doors. And she hung up Grandpa's teeth. Bleh. Sometimes grandpas have removable teeth that usually they wash in a glass of water, but Mrs. McNosh scrubbed them nice and clean and hung them in the sun to dry. She hangs up a kite by the tip of its tail. The postman arrives and she hangs up the mail. So there's the teeth, and next to it is a orange and yellow kite, and then some letters. She hung up a package and some letters And she's just going along. Anything she can touch, there she is in her pink dress, hanging up some letters on her clothesline. And in the background, if the picture, you can see the mailman is running away. He's running super fast. He's wearing his blue uniform. Help! Help! She's hanging up the mail. She hangs till she's hung every last thing in sight, including the turkey she's roasting that night. Each Monday by dusk, Mrs. Nellie McNosh has finally hung up the last of her wash. Let's see the picture. Oh, she hung up a garbage can, her ironing board, her vacuum cleaner, a rake. What else is on this page? Oh, and she washed the turkey that she's going to cook later and hung it up on the clothesline to dry. Oh my goodness. She takes off her apron and lets down her hair, then hangs herself up. Let's see what's up here. There's the turkey. Looks like a tray, and then here's the washboard, the green washboard. She hung that up and poured out all the water from the big barrel she's been using, hung that up. She took off her apron to hang up and dry. She took down her hair. This is her. She's bent over. She's taken a pink ribbon out of her hair, and she leaned over to shake out her hair. It might be a little wet. And then what does she do now that she's hung everything? Then she hangs herself up in a comfortable chair. And there she is. She hung up a big comfy chair on her clothesline and hung herself there in the chair to rest. All done washing everything and hanging it up to dry. This book makes me laugh, and it's one of my daughter's favorites. Mrs. McNosh. Do you use a clothesline at your house? Not everybody does. Most people now use a dryer and a washing machine. But some people still wash their clothes by hand and hang it up on a clothesline to dry in the sun. In fact, I like to hang my clothes up on a clothesline when it's a bright sunny day because the clothes smell super fresh and crinkly dry from the sunshine. Thanks for listening to the story. Have a great day.